Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to torque tune using your sight. We're going to use all these little dots along here, and I'm just going to kind of show you how I set it up for indoor, how I set it up for outdoor, but basically the same process except outdoors. I'll generally torque tune about 40 to 50 yards, whereas indoors I'll do 20. So here we go. Alrighty, so we're going to do this. Step one, what I like to do is just put my sight all the way out. The reason I do all the way out, you can do it either way, all the way out or all the way in, is because I like to have the most magnification I can. I also find that when it's smaller, it seems to fit my peep better. Don't have to change that up. So start all the way out, and what we're going to do is first make sure it's sighted in, and then second we're going to go and start inducing torque, see if it's hitting left and right, and then we're going to bring it in if it is until we get it hitting pretty dang good left and right. So. All right, that one's dead on. So now that we're sighted in, I'm gonna induce a right torque. What that means is we're gonna take the bow and we're gonna torque it clockwise like this. Hit about an inch and a half right. Now we're gonna do the opposite, so counterclockwise, we're gonna torque it left. And we got the same result, but the opposite. So that one is just left. All right, here's how we're looking. So these were the ones for sighting in. So left one here was our first arrow. Second one was us getting sighted in. And then this was the right torque there and left torque there. You can see they're both about an inch off. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is move that sight one notch in on the dovetail and see where it lands us. All right, so now that we've got our baseline, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move this in one notch. So it was all the way out. And we're gonna move it in one, see where it gets us. All right, so here's the second one. We moved it in one notch on the dovetail. This is our first arrow with a right torque. This is our second arrow with a left torque. You see they're just off the tape barely, so we'll bring it in one more and see where we're at. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna have that camera there straight behind me so that you can kind of see the torque I'm putting into the bow. You can see all those last two arrows. I'm gonna move it in one more notch. Just like so. And we'll see where it gets us. Didn't feel great about the first shot, so I'm gonna shoot one more with the right torque. All right, I'm liking this a lot here. So this is on our fourth round. These were the first two arrows. I decided I wanted to move my sight just a little bit and then torque a little bit more just to try to open it up. But that's 45 yards. Move my sight over, and then that was these two after torquing it a little bit more. So I'm honestly really happy with that. So yeah. So after that last group there, this was the position that we shot it at. It was on the fourth position there on the bow finger here. And yeah, so it's honestly, I like where it's at, and I will run that all day. So something I did kind of want to explain is how torque tuning works. And the way that it works is it has everything to do with your relation from your housing to your blade there, to your rest, to your peep at full draw. There's no real perfect formula to what'll torque tune for you. However, what I like to do, the way I'll go about it, is I will start by getting my rest where I want it. So generally I like to move it back a ways, because I cut my arrows to where when they're sitting on the blade there, they pretty much sit just like that. So just beyond the blade, I find that to be the most forgiving for my setup. And then from there, I will torque tune with the sight. So I don't usually like to touch my rest as far as torque tuning goes. I like to do it all with the sight, which is why I wanted to show you all how to do this, because it's really easy that way too. You don't have to move your rest at all. And yeah, so yeah, that's kind of my process on it. Hopefully that wasn't something too difficult to understand. Torque tuning is something I do with all my bows. I find it's really easy, and it's honestly the first step I take to as far as an advanced tune goes, after you kind of get everything where it needs to be. And yeah, hopefully that was helpful to you. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. And yeah, comment below if you want to see, other things like this, or what you'd rather see. So yeah, hopefully that helped. I will catch you on the next one.